Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this is part 15 of this video series. In this video we will be discussing the refresh token. On your demand I am creating this tutorial, so hopefully I will be explaining it to you like this will be easy for all. So in the last video what problem we had faced, like when I come to know that in my API or presentation layer I had the DB context, and now I need some models which should be in the service as well. So when I was trying to dealing with that, so I was like having some cyclic dependencies issues, so I separated that layer in a separate video, so you guys can see that. Before proceeding with this video, you guys should go back, and if you are following the series from the beginning, then you should see the part 14 as well. Okay, now it's resolved and I have committed, but I could not push because there are some issues with my GitHub, but I will be resolving that, and once it is resolved I will be pushing the code there. Okay, till now you guys can see that video. For now, let's go back to the understanding of the refresh token, that what is refresh token and why we need that. So I have downloaded this image from the internet for making the for clarity of this topic. Let's suppose you have a client which wants to use some endpoints or API, like, okay, so what he will do, before using any resource he should have some authorization or authentication. So he will be entering his password or username or password and getting authenticated from that authentication component. This is like your authorization server. So the user credential will go here, user and password. If the user and the password is valid, then it will return us a access token. So this is what we have implemented in our this video series, and we have covered this before. Okay, so this is what is happening right now. So what will happen once we get the access token, we would be able to use the resource endpoint, the API which are granted to that user or role. So we can use all these endpoints which are accessible or authorized for this user. So we keep using let's suppose we want one endpoint we want to use, let's suppose employee, and then it will get us the response of the employee, and then we want to check, okay, department, and then it will give us the requirement. But what happened, after a few minutes the access token got expired. Once you get expired, it will start giving you the 401 error. So what your user have to do, he again have to authenticate himself, and then he will get the access token. So this will not be a good experience in the practical scenario for a user. Let's suppose someone login into your website and keep using and filling a form. After when he is about to submit, and he filled a very big form and he is about to submit that button, and his token got expired, and then 401 error comes, or he got logged out. So it will not be a good experience for the user. So we have to do something else for this problem. So the solution for this is we have to use a refresh token. The user should not be aware of that his token is expired. We need to update that access token. So how we can do that? The solution is refresh token. So how this flow will work? The same user will enter his credential, username and password, but in the return this time we will be granting him not only the access token, but as we will be returning him in the refresh token as well. So he will be using going to the same flow. He will be using the access token for getting the resource, whatever he has access to the resource. So once the token is expired, next time he will not be sending the authentication or like credentials, username or password. Behind the scene, this refresh token will go to the authentication server and check, okay, everything is fine. I am the refresh token or the key to get a new access token. So this refresh token will go to the authentication component or authorization server and will come with a new access token. So you can conclude that the refresh token is like you can say a key to get a new access token, for an easy word. So we will be using this refresh token. So there are some clarity which are needed to be discussed here, that okay, why we need the refresh token when we can make the access token live very large or very big. We can make the access token live increase the access token life for a long time. But look, this can have a multiple issues. So let's discuss one or two issues. Let's suppose you have a user and you give him the access of 3 endpoints, and you add him another role, and he is using the same access token. He's not getting log out, so he will not be getting able to see that 4th endpoint, because when he log in, we know that all the claims and the things are saved in that JWT access token. So he will not be able to see the the 4th endpoint that is associated with another role. So same problem if we revoke the access. So if he has the claim in the JWT token, and let's suppose we want the user to not see the list of employee, and we remove that the role from our admin panel or backside, but he has already created the access token, and that token life we increase to 1 month, so he would be able to use for a next month. For our next 1 month, he would be able to use that endpoint. So this kind of problem can be happen if we raise or increase the access token life. So access token life should be very minimal. Better if we keep it in the minutes, 30 minutes maximum, or 1 hour you can also. It depends on your use case. So we will be implementing. So let's flip to the Visual Studio. Here we can do what you can have a look in the DB context. Everywhere we are using the identity user. So in our database we have to add the 2 columns with, let's suppose that name is expiry token, and other column is expiry date of that refresh token. We'll coming back to the data, we'll be adding a class here. And the class name we will be making it as ApplicationUser. ApplicationUser. Okay, and we will add that. After this, let's make this class public and inherit this identity user. That means we are inheriting everything that belongs to this identity user, and make a property like this, string refresh token. Let's copy the same, paste it over here. Expiry, and make it as date time. We have to remove this identity user from the application user. Let's save this, and wherever we have the identity user, we need to remove it with the application user. So this can cause lots of issues we will be facing for in this refactoring phase. Alright, so let's see in this model, in this layer we have only this, but in the service we have lots of dependencies. So I will be going to the service project, and let's press Ctrl Shift F. Identity user, find all. Oops, lots of place we have. Even in the authentication controller, everywhere we have. So we have to change it. That means we cannot directly replace everything. This will be very risky. So in the model, let's check where we have the identity user. Login model, We don't have over here anything. Checking. Create user response. We have there. See. Let's change it at the application user. JWT token. It's fine. YJOT token is here. Expiry date, same like it's over here. I'm just checking. Okay, nothing is only in the service, maybe in the email service it might not be because it's not relevant, but here we will find lots of identity user. So on this page, if I try to replace, just go to view, edit, quick replace with the application user, and let's try to do everything over here in the current document, and we are getting some, and let's press control period so we can get the reference of this. Now it's removed, error is removed. Now go back here, quick replace, identity user, replace everything by this, saying okay, 7 places. Now it's fine. I don't have any error anymore. Let's try the build. Now it's time to replace this in controller as well. In the controller, maybe what I have injected in the authentication. See here also, find and quick replace. The application user, this. Okay, we are getting some error. Check user password, and okay, we'll resolve it. Don't worry. This application user would be here. Everything is fine, only this is making trouble. Okay, it's saying the identity user. What is it? It's saying login OTP get. What I am returning here? Go to implementation and check. Login model, API, and okay, we have there as well. Let's change this application user. Now we might not be getting error. Anyway, yes, everything is fine. Okay, error list. If I go here, refresh token must contain all constructor. Okay, this one also. We have to resolve these warning as well. Okay, but now don't waste the time for now, but let's open the package manager console. Before that, I will go to the SQL server, and here I will open the package manager console and will add the migration, add dash migration and application user. Migration is added successfully. Oops, I got some error because the default project is selected as API and our DB context in the data. Okay, let's write CLS. Now add this. Build succeeded, everything looks fine. Okay, till then I go here and we'll show you the table. See, the build is succeeded, but I will not write update dash database. I will execute it once I show you the table. So we have to go to the database. Our database name is this one, and select static from ASP.NET users. Maybe, yep, this is the table name. Yep, fine. You see, you cannot see any column name as expiry token, refresh token, or token expiry. So we will be adding the custom columns. So this is the way how we can add the custom column. So we will be doing the refresh for the refresh token. Once I try this update dash database, build started, build succeeded, and it will create, inshallah, there. Oh, some error. Cannot insert duplicate row, and this thing is troubling me for a long time. But let's check what happened. Did it added or not? Nope, not added. Let's check what is the issue with that. Okay, delete data, delete up like this. Oh, why is it doing like, okay, it was giving me some error regarding this. I already have this, so let's remove this and delete data for the role. And why this thing is happening. Now update database, build succeeded and gone. So let's check this. See, the column is being added though. So you can add through this method, you can add the custom columns. I can add the username by my choice, first name, last name, blah blah blah, and everything. So by custom we added the refresh token and refresh expiry date. The video will be getting very long, so we will be continuing in the next video. If you really like the video, please like, share and subscribe. I see you in the next video. Take care.